Ron knows stuff here. Long ago, I used to be Ron on drums. I started playing drums back in 1972, and I took all sorts of lessons from some very talented teachers. And the real trick of playing drums is timing. So if you do nothing else, just get a metronome, which is a timekeeping device, so to speak, and listen to it and just play those clicks so that they're ingrained in your head. And that's the key of being a good drummer. You don't have to be a fancy player. You don't have to be a showy player. You just have to be able to keep time and stay in the pocket, hold the pocket there so that everybody else can do their stuff and show off. But man, they come right back to the beat that you're providing. A good example of that is Charlie Watts from the Rolling Stones. He wasn't a fancy drummer at all, but man, he kept the groove going, kept the time going so that Keith Richards and the others can just go to town. And when they were ready, he'd come right back home to the pocket he was providing. So that's the neat thing about being a drummer. I played on the road for a few years, and then I do sit-in work. Then I did adult things, and back in 2000, I started playing out again, and I was doing a lot of substitute work all the way up through 2008 when we had the first economic slowdown. A lot of bands just weren't getting hired, so I wasn't playing out as much. I would do some spot gigs here and there, but it just wasn't like it was, as much as I was. So I just played for fun, and I've always have played for fun. Uh, it's a really exciting thing to be on a stage and just hear the crowd just roar. I've played for crowds as big as 2,500 people and as small as five, but it's always been fun. And the musicians that I've played with, way above my skill level. The talent that I've played with, uh, some some band members were, from rock groups that were amazing that I used to follow, and when they left those bands, they created their own, and I was able to sit in with them and be their drummer, and it was just an amazing experience. How did I get all these jobs? I could play to a click track for one. I could read music. I could write music. I was formally trained, so I could you know tell them what I was playing and write it down and chart it and for other drummers to mimic if they were going to recording studios. So, and again, I was an easy guy to work with. I didn't complain. I just showed up, set up where they wanted me to set up, played as loud or as soft as they wanted to, and just provided a nice rhythm for them. In fact, one guy told me I was, slowing down during the songs, and I said, "Okay, I can fix that." And the or the lead guitar said, "Are you kidding me? He's keeping time. Our regular drummer speeds up." So that was a compliment, but they're hiring me to play drums for them the way they want to, so I would conform my playing to their style that they needed. I was a hired hitman, so to speak, playing the hits. So as you can see, this is a hybrid drum set that I kind of made myself. They're regular cheap drum shells that I put mesh heads on and uh, dots that are little triggers, and then they go through a Roland brain, and that works really well. It gives you the look of a real drum set, but the sound of electronics and the ease of setting up of electronics. One of the things with electronic drums is you don't have to tune them for every venue you go to. You just rotate the dial on the machine there, and it'll set it up just the way you want it. And the sound and the effects, all of that you can control. You don't have to worry about setting up mics because the drums are kind of already mic'd. So you still have to make all the adjustments. And I'll tell you that as a drummer, setting up all this stuff, it's constant adjustment so that you can get things just where you want them and be able to flow nice and easy. Because the whole idea of drumming is again, to provide that beat so that the groove masters can go have their fun and always have a nice, safe home pocket to groove right back into. So I've enjoyed many, many years of drumming, and who knows, I might get back into it. Like I say, I haven't played in at least 5 years professionally, and I'm very rusty. But with practice, you can do it just as well as you could back when you were a young man. Again, a perfect example of that is Charlie Watts. He's played well, right up to the day he passed. Uh, he was an old guy, but he was still providing such a great groove. Um, if I can give you good advice, it'd be to drum like Charlie.
Welcome to Ron Knows Stuff!